Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today I just got done watching this 60-minute interview, and it was probably the worst interview I've ever seen in my entire life. So we're going to react to it, we're going to go through, we're going to watch it, and we're going to give my live reaction again. I have watched it once already, but this was just something awful to watch. If you're in crypto, I'm sure this kind of brought a little bit of a tear to your eye. I mean, this is... just it's really depressing to see them just put on a full-on hit piece. But anyways, just really quick update. You can see there's a lot of red. I think this is honestly because of the 60-minute article. This came out last night, a couple hours ago, and if we go to the hourly, you can see, I think this is literally, yeah, I think this is it right here. 7 o'clock right here. This is when the interview went live, and you can see Bitcoin down 2%, XRP, which, you know, this was supposed to be a great article for XRP. I posted on Twitter. Wow, it doesn't look like it's doing too well. We hit down 6% on one hour candle. If you feel like follow me on Twitter, go ahead. I'm Dan Heilman3 at Dan Heilman3. I'll put a link below on my Twitter if you want to follow me. I post a lot of crypto stuff on Twitter, and if you want to join the Discord, feel free. We have a video suggestion channel if you want me to make any videos, and we talk about stuff all the time. So, all right, without further ado, well, I spent a bunch of time recording a video on this 60-minute episode, and for the first time in my entire YouTube career, I've been blocked on a video. I've never seen this before. Usually, if I get a copyright violation because I'm reacting to content or there was something said or music, usually I can just give up my monetization, meaning I won't get paid on the video and people can still watch the video, right? So, you know, people react to other people's videos all the time, and I've been fully blocked. I've never seen this before. I think I've published somewhere around 4,000 videos in my YouTube career, starting in like 2008 or something, and I've never seen this before. So anyways, I guess we're gonna have to highly edit this video, and I will just be talking, and I'll have to put points on the screen because I'm not allowed to cover any of this content because it has been blocked by YouTube, unfortunately. I did find a transcript that we're kind of gonna go through. I'm not gonna read the whole thing for you. I will link this below. You can go take a look at it. If you haven't already seen the episode, you might as well just watch the 60-minute episode. But I just want to talk about some of the stuff that was kind of false in here and kind of just super negative about everything. They basically begin by saying, you know, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are digital assets created and maintained by networks of computers, mystifying to some and mesmerizing to others. They're used for transactions and a high-risk investment with potential high rewards. At least 17 million Americans own crypto. I didn't realize it was that small of a number. That kind of surprised me. I thought it'd be a lot more. You know, we have what, 350 million people or something in the United States, whatever the number is now, changes every day. But that surprised me. It seems a lot lower than I thought it was. And how the industry should be regulated in the US has been subject of much dispute. Yeah, right now there's no regulations, and people just go to jail if they break these regulations that don't exist. So that's the current state of legislation. No big surprise that big crypto companies were among the top donors in this past election. This is the biggest lie I've ever seen ever. So I'll post basically a screenshot of, if you look at the top donors in elections, it is almost all the Democratic Party. You know, there was not a lot of donors for Trump, who has been pushing Bitcoin. So this is just a falsity. I think they're talking about maybe some of the smaller elections like governors and stuff like that, you know, pro Bitcoin governors getting a little bit more funding because of that. Yeah. Seems fair, right? I mean, we allow this in elections. I don't know why lobbying / bribery is even a thing, but yeah, it isn't clear whether the crypto industry will get Congress or the incoming Trump administration to craft regulation or legitimacy they seek. But they've been investing a whole lot. Yeah. Okay. So they talked about the Senate seat in Ohio, and how, you know, all these crypto-backed things like Fair Shake wouldn't exist if not for the SEC Chair Gensler's action. You know, yeah, if there was laws in place, everyone could just follow those laws and everything would be fine. But right now there's no laws, and we have to fund organizations to help create laws, right? So, and they said, do you think you tipped the scales? And in that small election, yes. And I think crypto voters did have a big pull in this election. You know, we had one candidate who had no stance, no public stance on cryptocurrencies, has never even mentioned the word in any of her documentation ever. And then you had another one who was very pro cryptocurrency. So yes, I think that did impact the election. But they're specifically talking about the Ohio election. I don't know why. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And basically, they were also talking about Michigan and Slotkin, and they mentioned a lot of Democratic nominees that were elected for cryptocurrency assets, which is good. I think it does seem to be a Republican issue, even though, I don't really agree that it's a political issue, cryptocurrencies. But everything seems to be political, so I guess it is what it is. You teamed up and bought an election. Just the tone of this interviewer was just so condescending. This entire interview, just the way she was talking about it. You teamed up and bought an election. Just it was kind of disgusting to watch. But anyways. So in your message for any lawmakers, fear your industry. I mean, look at this, using fear tactics and all of these things just to push such a negative connotation on cryptocurrencies. And then going right into saying, oh, Donald Trump said Bitcoin was a scam in 2021. What happened for this transformation? Like literally, I don't think there was a single positive thing said about this in this entire interview. And I think that's what caused the huge market sell-off that we saw exactly when this aired, right? This was only, I think it was like a 15 or 18 minute episode, maybe 13 minutes, something like that. And you could see it directly on the chart. The second this frickin' started, I'm looking at stocks right now, sorry. XRP, you can see this is the candle right here, this huge red down candle. That's exactly when the episode aired. So, I mean, clearly I think it's because of that. And then talking about stuff about Gary Gensler, who filed more than 120 lawsuits against crypto agencies. That's wild to me. You're not going to write any laws, but you're going to ambush 120 crypto companies and bring legal against them. Just kind of gross to hear. Yeah, what else we got going on here? Come together. This is a reaction to a war on crypto. Yeah, the SEC has been waging war, and I think a lot of this voting was based on this. Any amount spent by the crypto industries on legal defense or influence peddling pales in comparison to the savings lost by crypto investors to frauds and failures. There was this other guy who started talking. Was it this guy? Yeah, this guy. Who is this guy? No, that's not him. That's Brad. Man, that's it. Sorry. So another gentleman started talking and basically said all this, that basically he said that cryptocurrency is only used for fraud and criminals. He's, he said, people only lose money on it. All of this wild things. This guy right here who's playing, this guy, whoever this guy is, I guess SEC spokesperson, doesn't even mention his name, but this gentleman right here, I've just never seen someone so negative, saying it's literally only used for fraud and criminals and all of that stuff. That blows my mind, because who would ever use a public ledger to commit fraud? The US dollar, paper US dollars, is way less trackable than something like cryptocurrency. So why would you ever use cryptocurrency to lock your fraud or your illegal activities into the blockchain for everyone to see? That just makes no sense. It just blows my mind that there's still people who believe that is true, that cryptocurrency is only for crimes. I mean, look at every single crime you can conceive is easier to do now because of crypto. I mean, maybe if you're talking about something like Monero, which is a privacy coin that does not have a public ledger, right? That people can't see these transactions. I mean, maybe if you're talking about something like that, but I mean, North Korea is financing their nuclear weapons program using crypto. Is there any evidence to back this up? I don't know. I don't know. Talking about the FTC exchange collapse. Yeah, that was something extremely unfortunate. And there was a lot of fraud there, and that's not every person, right? Brad said the same thing. Just because one hedge fund manager went to prison doesn't mean they're all criminals, right? Exactly. There's a lot of good actors in crypto. Yeah, I agree. Ripple employs 900 people. And they talked about the SEC suing Ripple and all of that. But you know what they never mentioned? They never once mentioned that the SEC finally said that XRP is not a security and basically have kind of pulled out of that lawsuit. That was never mentioned anywhere in this article. Again, this article was an entire FUD opportunity to smash cryptocurrencies as hard as they could. It's just really disappointing to see 60 Minutes take this route. Yeah. I've read every case. I've read every motion, and judges have said over and over that this is not a close call and that this is a wrong translation. They said this is an obvious call, meaning they are securities, which is just a straight up lie. This guy is a liar. Not this guy. Was it this guy? These guys kind of look similar, don't they? They look so similar. I'm having trouble telling them apart when it's pixelated. They look so similar. Yeah, but this guy right here, John Reed, he looks very similar to Brad. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, everything he said was just a straight up lie. I mean, there was nothing true about what he said. I think that's why CBS is blocking people talking about their video on YouTube. I mean, they just straight up lied about a lot of things here. Oh, man. This is brutal to even go through, to be totally honest. I've never seen anything like this. And basically they were like, oh, so you're trying to get these rules that you want written. And Brad was just like, no. Our simply goals have just been to get any rules written, any laws, so that we can follow those laws, right? You know, and then they talk about some bipartisan support for this Fit 21 bill, basically moving it towards CFTC. And then her comment was basically, oh, yeah, of course you want to do that, be under the CFTC because it's much easier regulatory regime. And it's like, dude, just seriously, everything was just so negative. It's like this girl had a full-on mission to just destroy everything related to cryptocurrency. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I have, but this is pretty bad. You know, where is the United States better served? Serving the creator, served by creating clear rules and having the industry thrive, or push it offshore where people are less protected. And this is another thing that Trump said. He said, you know, I want to make America the head of the crypto industry. I don't want to just push this all to every other country and everyone in America gets to lose out, right? Because, you know, the investors in America are also losing out on this, right? So because of all these regulations and everything, you know, people are forced to use no KYC exchanges like Margex who have problems because, you know, there's not many exchanges here that are able to even run in the United States or for Americans because of these vague rules. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then, am I surprised these big banks have gotten into the crypto space? No, because there's a huge amount of money to be made in fees, right? So banks have historically not wanted anything to do with cryptocurrency, I believe, because they're scared that cryptocurrency is gonna basically make their jobs irrelevant, right? So if I can hold all of my own assets, I can have a hedge against inflation. I can transmit money anywhere I want instantaneously with very small fees across borders. Why would I need a bank to hold my money for me? You know, if I go to my bank, I can't even get my money out. You know, if I wanted to withdraw all my cash, they don't even have it. So I think they're scared. I think they're scared personally. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. With the value of XRP up more than 300%, finally it's announced it was putting another 25 into other PAC Fairshake with donation to spend on crypto candidates in 2 years. So, my God, Margaret Brennan, is the moderator of Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan. I don't know that she doesn't normally host 60 Minutes. At least when I used to watch it when I was younger, there was an older lady who hosted it every time. But this was kind of despicable to watch this thing. Definitely go give it a watch. But now that I realize only 17 million people in America, I mean, what is the population of America? Only 17 million people have cryptocurrency. That really, yeah, out of roughly 340 million people, that really surprised me. That's a very small percentage. And then now, with how many people watch 60 Minutes, they're going to get this. They're going to get this as their very first introduction to cryptocurrency. A lot of people. Yeah, very negative. I don't understand the goal of this special. You know, so many people were talking about this special being super huge for crypto investors because this is going to bring, you know, the price of XRP is going to go crazy because they're talking about XRP. And this is like the biggest FUD article I think I've ever seen. Wild. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I spent so much time recording this and reacting to this video just for YouTube to take it down. I've never had that happen before. But anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I do have some trades open still. A lot of them are negative now. My peanut trade was up 100%. Now it's down 25%. So this whole market crash because of this 60-minute article was pretty rough. I'm still up on XRP. I'm still waiting for a little bit higher price. I'll probably close this around $3 or so. But if you do want to do any leverage trading, as I said, I have Bitunix and BTCC. Link below if you want to trade. I have an XRP trade that I just opened a couple hours ago, that I am up 4% on right now. So, you know, a lot of FUD. It's a great time to open trades. Feel free to open up leverage trades. Right now, BTCC, if you use my link, you get an extra 10% of whatever you put into the platform. I'm sure there's a limit on that, but pretty cool. And Bitunix has reduced fees by a lot if you use my link below, and they have some nice newcomer bonuses. You can get up to $5,500. So feel free to use either of those links below. They are affiliate links, so they help me out, but they also help you out. So that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.